In this video, I'm going to do the proof for the vertical angle theorem. So the vertical angle theorem says that if two angles are vertical angles, then they are congruent. So I'm going to draw a quick picture of that. So vertical angles are non-adjacent angles that are formed by intersecting lines. So we'll have A, B, C, and D. So based on this theorem, A and C should be congruent angles, and B and D should be congruent angles as well. And let's prove this using a two-column proof. Based on what is given, first we have that angle A and angle B form a linear pair. We also have that angle B and angle C form a linear pair, and that's by the definition of linear pair. So, since A and B and C form linear pairs, then A and B are supplementary, and angle B and C are supplementary angles, and that's because of the linear pair theorem, which states that if two angles are a linear pair, then they are supplementary. So now we can say that the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B equals 180 degrees, and the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C equals 180 degrees. And that's by the definition of supplementary angles. Our next step would be to say that the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B equals the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C. And that's by substitution. Since the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B equals 180, and so does the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C, I can substitute this expression, the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C, in for the 180 degrees in the top equation. And notice that if we subtract the measure of angle B from each side of the equation, we get that the measure of angle A is equal to the measure of angle C. And when two angles are equal in measure, they're also congruent. So angle A is congruent to angle C by the definition of congruent angles. So QED, we have proven what we set out to prove. Given that A and C are vertical angles, which you would write at the top of your proof, so adding in, I'm going to put step 0 since 0 comes before 1, but we're given that angle A and angle C are vertical angles, and we have proved that angle A is congruent to angle C. And this was the formal proof for vertical angle theorem, that A and C are vertical angles, and A and C are congruent.